This video is an introduction to the virtual learning environment that we're going to use for the duration of the school closure due to the coronavirus COVID-19. So, to find out kind of what you're responsible for, you'll need to go to your PowerSchool page and you'll select the appropriate class. I'm going to use the Algebra 3 class as my example. So clicking on that Algebra 3 class, you'll see at the bottom of the list of pages there, the virtual learning page, and you'll click on that. And this virtual learning page is kind of going to serve as our hub for the virtual lessons. So in general, each week by Monday, I'll post an agenda of topics that you'll work on for the week. And I'll add these to the PowerSchool calendar on the specific days to give you an idea of the pacing for that week, trying to keep our rotating schedule in mind. I will check homework assignments once a week, Wednesday mornings. If you don't have everything done or completed when I check, don't worry. I'll mark those as missing or partials and then check if you have anything that's missing or partial. I'll check that stuff again the following week, and there's no penalty for late work. So just eventually you need to get it done. If it's not done when I check, don't fret about it. You don't need to email me or any of that, because I'm just going to look again at everything again the week after if anything was incomplete or missing or whatever. So you don't need to worry about that. I'll kind of keep looking. If you have questions about things, I've opened a discussion forum. So if you have a question to ask, all you need to do is write that question in the appropriate place. So I have a thread for general questions and then homework questions. And I'll be kind of checking those each evening and answering questions and posting a video with my answers to those questions. So it'll probably be, depending on what the question is, it'll likely just be a video of me, if it's a homework question, and it's really specific, probably in my response to that discussion should be a link to a YouTube video of me kind of going through that specific question. If it's something more general, it might be something I might give you a typed out response, or if it's something where it makes more sense to kind of see me doing it on the screen, you might get a video. So it just kind of depend on what kind of question you ask. The testing will be open book and open note. But it will be timed. So the way this will work is I will post the test and make an announcement giving a test day and time. So for example, like Wednesday at noon or something. After that time, you'll be able to download the test from the assignment on the calendar. The file format will be a OneNote file. You'll be able to do your work in OneNote and then export your OneNote as a PDF file and upload it to the Dropbox in PowerSchool. So that Dropbox will be open for 90 minutes, giving you 90 minutes to kind of complete that test. And if there's a need for like live sessions, we can kind of address that later. So some of these things I've just kind of given you the broad strokes of. So if you need more details about using the discussion board and how that works, I have a video there, and I have a discussion board assignment for you to do that just basically like find the right place on the discussion board and like say hi. It doesn't take but a second. If you're curious about turning in that test, if that description sounded confusing to you, I made this video that describes how to do that. And after you've watched that video, there's an assignment, like an example test to download, and it just asks for like write your name and say your favorite color or something on it to do, and then turn back in so you can practice that process before you have to do it for real. And then the homework, the way I'm going to check the homework is you guys are going to set up a shared OneNote notebook that I'll be able to view. So this is maybe the most confusing part, but it shouldn't be too bad. I think a lot of us have done this before for our chemistry classes. But this is a video of kind of running through how to do that. And again, there's an assignment on the PowerSchool calendar. Basically, I just want you to make a page in your notebook that says like example, and then say hi or write your name or something. I can't remember for sure, but it's on the calendar. And then this is the link to set up your homework assignment shared notebook. So you'll just click on that. And then here, for example, would be like what your week tasks look like. So the Algebra 3 students, for their first week, they have 2 lessons and 2 assignments. So they're described there. And you'll see if you go to the calendar, you'll see that things are listed on the calendar. So we have like the lectures, homework check, lectures, worksheets, all that kind of stuff. I think these things got posted in the wrong spot. I'll have to go back and check that. But that's what the calendar is going to look like. And if we go back to our page here, you'll notice under the virtual learning page, there's going to be, you'll see some subpages. So if I click on the Chapter 8 page, this is where, for example, Lecture 1 and 2 and 3 and whatever lectures from Chapter 8 there are going to be here. So I have my written out notes, the video of the lesson, and then like an assignment that'll all be right there also. So whether you get it from the calendar or from this page, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to try to keep everything in both locations. So this is kind of going to be how the format works. The homework quizzes we're just not going to do while the school is closed because I can't really come up with a like a good, meaningful way for me to do that. And if it just turns into like we have to rethink the percentages and grade distribution at the end of the year to account for like really not having a lot of homework quizzes, I'll certainly consider what's kind of the most fair thing to do there at the end of the year. But we'll cross that bridge kind of when we come to it. I'm hopefully still be planning to be back in school at the beginning of April. So until that time, we'll just kind of go on doing what we've been doing, trying to do it as similar as we have done in class, just using this virtual environment. If you have any questions, please email me, but this is kind of how I'd like things to run. I'm going to try to be very flexible about like when you're doing things. I'm going to assign like a week's worth of stuff based on the rotating schedule, and the days that you would do things, try to make those based on the rotating schedule. But you're at home, you're going to do things when you want to do them. Try not to get too far behind. Do your best to kind of stay up with things. But if you're having issues, please let me know. Okay. Good luck. We'll see you guys in 3 weeks.